Hola my amigos, K-Pasta, how's it going? Katie here. So this video I'm filming in my kitchen in hopes that the smoke detector sound won't be as bad as it was in the last video, even though I'm pretty sure I put music over it, but whatever. Also, if you hear any random noises, my cat hasn't seen me all day because I just got home from work, so she might do something. God only knows. This cat is crazy. Anyway, so I've decided to make a video about server problems and way that you can help your servers, because if you do some of these things, everyone's experience would be better, not just your servers, not just yours, and everyone would leave happy. So, smoking. So I made a list of things, and I think there's only 8 on this list. There's a lot of more things, but these are the first ones that came to mind, and I really needed to make this video. I've been serving for 4 years now. So, I've seen some stuff, and yep, there's my cat. Smokey, what do you want? Anyway, so to start things off, don't pay with a $100 bill, okay? Just don't do it, because most of the time your server, even drivers, they're only allowed to, well, they're not like only allowed, but 15 bucks is like what people say to carry, and 15 bucks is not enough to break anything with 100, and you have to go find somebody to give you change, and then your tables are like, oh, well, we gave them money and they ran off. What took them so long? I'm like, oh, well, you know, it took 10 minutes for me to find someone and then for them to figure out if they had enough money in the register to break that 100. One time I had a table and the bill was like $20 and they handed me 100 and I just got there. And I was like, do you guys have anything else that you can pay with? And they were like, no. I'm like, okay, well, just to let you know, like, you're going to get back a lot of 5s and 1s because the store just opened too. And there was like nothing, no bigger bills really in the drawer. And they're like, oh, well, okay. And I had to give them so many 5s and 1s. 5s and 1s. Because them using that $100 bill basically wiped out the drawer. Like, the drawers have like $250 in it. And so it was bad. Please watch your kids. I had a kid when I worked at Pizza Hut crack their head on our corner of our dining room. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, people, why are you just letting your kids run around? We also had a kid crawl inside the crane machine. Inside the crane machine. Smokey, what are you doing? Like, I will never be able to get that picture out of my mind of looking over and their kid was inside of it. And, like, I'm pretty sure their kid was abused because they yanked him out and the kid didn't cry at all. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have to call the fire department to get this kid out. They just like, nope, maneuvered him out and he didn't cry at all. I'm like, there's no way, because that looked like it hurt just getting into it, much less getting out of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this poor child, these parents, and it was terrible. But don't let your kids wander around, especially in a restaurant. Like, come on, there's other people, but people are just like, all right, Billy, run, go ahead, whatever. Always tip, okay? Always leave a tip. If you're going out with your family, don't go out if you can't afford to tip. Oh, are you mean? Are you gonna bite me? One of my exes told me that he shouldn't have to tip, and he would leave like $2, and I'm like, this is how people make a living, okay? $2 is nothing. And he was like, well, it should be a law. If it's not a law, I don't have to do it. And I'm like, we're not together anymore. Because I'm like, this is how I make a living. And you're telling me we're going to go out and you're not going to tip people? So I would always tip the people, because I was like, I feel you. Here you go. Don't destroy the floor. I can't tell you how many times I've had people that are adults rip up their napkins and it would be all over the floor. It's not even kids. It's not even kids most of the time. It's adults that are bored and they're just like, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm like, no. I mean, like, it's one thing if you have, like, a baby in, like, a high chair or something and, you know, they throw their green beans or pizza or whatever all over the floor. You know, that's one thing. That's a baby, you know. You can't really do anything about that. But adults throwing all of their crap all over the floor, like, come on. Act your age. Like, please, just act your age. Stack your dishes. Whenever I go out to eat, it's just a server thing, you know. I always tip, and then I put all the silverware in the cup, and I put all the plates and stack everything up so you can get it out in one walk by. Push it all to the end of the table, and you're good. All they have to do is wipe it off and set up for the next people. Don't be a stick in the mud. Because when I work all day long, basically. Like, yesterday I worked an 11-hour shift. Today I worked a 9-hour shift. And I like to talk to my tables. I like to, you know, joke around. I like to, you know, get to know them. I like to comment on, like, their clothes, their jewelry, or whatever. And, you know, be more personable. That's how you get, you know, more money. People like you. They talk to their server. That's how you get regulars. But I've had a few tables where, like, what is this hair? I've had a few tables where, like, I'll be like, hey, like, can I get you guys, you know, something to drink? And they're just like, we'll take water. Like, all right, cool. I'll be right back with that. Like, there's so, like, there's no, like, energy. There's no nothing. And I'm like, all right, these people aren't going to tip me. Like, have fun. Have fun with your server, you know? Especially, like, me. I like to have fun with people because I'm like, all right, I've been here all day. Like, we got to keep things interesting, you know? Take the surveys. Most places have receipts. And on the bottom of the receipt, there is a website where you can take a survey on your server. And it also says, like, the day, the time, your server's name, and everything like that on there. And lots of times you can get entered in the drawings. I'm pretty sure when I worked at Pizza Hut, if you took the survey, you were entered to win $1,000 or something like that, like, every month. And, like, I'm not really sure if they do it, like, you can win things at my new job, but I know that they have a survey, and it basically just, like, lets you know how your server's doing. And, like, if you complain about something, you never know. They might send you, like, a coupon or a gift card or something if it was, like, terrible. But, like, even if it was terrible, you know, take that survey, but still tip your server, because only sometimes I understand if you don't, because we get pretty busy and some tables get a little neglected, which takes me on to the next thing. Sundays at the restaurant that I work at right now explode. They explode. It's like you take, like, a freaking half my town and just throw it in our store. Every group that walks in is like 8 to 10 people. So, if you have 4 servers and they all have like 4 10 tops, and then a 2 top comes in, obviously it's going to take a little bit for your food to come because there's 10 tops in front of you. Yeah, your server's going to get your drinks, get your food in as soon as you can. But that doesn't mean you have to be a savage and be like, oh my gosh, where's my food at? When you can clearly see that the entire restaurant is filled. Okay? Okay. Because I've had people that they got their food, they got drinks, they got everything came out, they got bills, they paid, and they would give me, like, super, like, bad tips. And honestly, I'd rather be stiffed than get a few bucks because, like, I don't know. I know it doesn't make any sense, but, because, hi, Smokey, thanks, bye. I had a table one time that I had a group of people right next to their table, and they, like, had their food and everything. They were fine. And I was waiting for my big table's food to come out, and I walked over to them, I'm like, do you need a box and, like, your checks, are you ready? And they're like, yeah, and don't take 2 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, it hasn't been 2 hours. Second of all, you saw me taking their orders, getting their drinks. It was like 15 people. And I'm like, are you really complaining right now? I'm like, are you serious? It's not like I'm standing over there, okay? I have a 10 top over there, a 12 top over here, you guys, and a 4 top over there. And I'm like, don't take 2 hours. Yes, okay, sir. I will have that right back to you. Oh my goodness. Some people. But I don't know. I like serving. I think it's fun. I last at it job-wise the longest. If you've watched my videos for a while, you would know I've had a lot of jobs, and serving has lasted the longest. Like, I last the longest in serving positions. Yeah. So, I think that's it for this video. Help your server out, and don't forget to tip. Take the survey, don't destroy the floor, watch your kids, and yeah. Well, that's it for this video on server problems number 1. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and you guys have a great week. Adios, my amigos. Bye.